Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths, Weird and Wonderful, where we are doing quite a metacraft today. I think this is the most metacraft I've ever had on this series. This is The Great Filter, by someone whose username is written, I believe, in Japanese katakana, and according to Google Translate, it's pronounced Senna, or Sena. Senna? I think it's Senna. Please let me know if I got that wrong. But anyway, this is an interesting vehicle. So, as some of you may or may not know, most wanteds tend to take a long time, and I'm always on the lookout for things on the workshop that do particularly interesting or impressive things, or weird and wonderful things. Haha, title drop. And this thing is certainly a weird and wonderful, and we're going to start with the weird first. Its shape. This is very much definitely not something I would ever build. I always love looking at craft that are not in my typical style, which, as some of you probably have guessed, is tends to default to canoe shapes. But yeah, this is a brick. This is a flying brick. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's a solid. It's a brick, and its aesthetic is of a brick. And that's fine and dandy. And the other weird thing, and this is also kind of a wonderful thing, is that it has entirely internal custom jet engines. And I did not know that you could do this, and that was too many button pushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, remember to count what it was. So, these things technically have clearance, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've got plenty of free room in here. So, let's see what's in here. It's just empty space. It is empty space. Not as well armed as I thought, but there it is. It's an entirely enclosed custom jet engine, and they're all kind of like that. There's cunning uses of ducts and all that stuff. I'm just going to move the microphone because it's blocking numbers. But yeah, so another weird thing. Also, this thing runs off a breadboard, which always counts as weird and wonderful because, as far as I'm concerned, that is wizard magic that is completely beyond me. So, where is that breadboard? Where is it? Here it is. So, for those of you who understand the breadboard, presumably this is understandable. I believe this thing... Yeah, it doesn't have a regular AI. It just does everything off the breadboard. It also means that you can't actually command this thing in combat, but it doesn't really need to. It's all just, you know... This just handles it. I have no idea how this works. People have told me that the breadboard is actually quite easy, and to those people I say, please shut up, because anything is easy if you already know how to do it. I literally do not understand any of these things. Literally nothing. It's like reading... It's like trying to learn ancient Egyptian by just looking at an ancient Egyptian text, like with no translation next to it or anything. So, yeah, I love you, but shut up. And, so yeah, it also uses Lua, specifically Lua-guided missiles, because you'll go over here, both with the huge missiles, more on them later. It has a Lua receiver, and also on these guys over here, they have Lua receivers as well. And to those of you who understand Lua, here is the Lua script. So it's actually, well, oh, this is easy, guys. Good luck, reading all this if you can't read Japanese. I hope that's Japanese. I know what Japanese looks like, but I'm always afraid that I'll just goof one day, so... It's all there, all there, all there, all there. Maybe the Japanese wasn't... Nope, I think Japanese is the important bit. So yeah, that's Deacons. Bloody hell, I have no idea what all this means. But yeah, so that's another weird, and I'm saying there breadboard and lures are weird rather than a wonderful, although I guess if you know how to use it, it's wonderful, but it's weird to me because, like, you know, any insufficiently explained technology might as well be magic. I know that's not how the saying goes, but, like, that's how I'm using it. The funny thing about this is that you might be noticing that this thing is flying. It's flying just fine, but it's not consuming any materials, so I'm not sure how Senna has done that. So, these custom jets are working, so materials per second, it should be consuming materials, but it's not, and I have absolutely no idea how this has happened. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's an exploit that I'm not aware of, but, like, I don't know. Like, I really do not know. Maybe critical amount of compressors or something? I really do not understand. But yeah, there's a lot to like about this thing. There's a fair amount of wonderful. Why are these things? Aha! Aha! Those hatches are decorations. Because you can't actually get huge hatches like this. Cunning! Very cunning. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the wonderful. And there were a few comments on the Steam page about this thing being ugly. And I don't agree with that. I think this thing definitely has an aesthetic. There's a theme. I actually looked at a few, just briefly, at a few of Senna's other works, and there's a theme. There's a general aesthetic, a kind of high-tech, like boxy, futuristic thing. And this matches that just fine, because it looks sci-fi as balls. So, the particularly great things are so, like, this radar on top here is absolutely wonderful, and I'm probably going to steal that. In fact, I'm going to steal it right now, because it's mounted on this spin block right here. And where is it? Yep, I'm just going to do that. Rotodom. Alright. Let's do... decoration. Objects. Ta-da! And save that, Rotodom. Let's see if I actually saved the correct thing. So it is literally just a spin block, but with decorations on it. So let's go here. 70 materials. Ta-da! Oh, balls. Well, that works, I guess. I was actually hoping to save this thing as well, but I guess that's not actually attached to the spin block. BorderWise. Frickin' Also some other things just there, here and there and everywhere. The camo is good. The camo matches this thing pretty much exactly. It's Camo Dazzle 1. Let's see here. What paint is this? It's paint 27. Aha! So that's what Dazzle Camo looks like if you make it grey. Neat. And it's got antenna. I love little antenna over here and over here. You gotta get that radio FM going. Can't miss that. I like also this asymmetric decoration. So this fin over here, not quite the same as that fin. Very nice. And the fins in general, very nice looking. It's got little blinky lights, so you'll notice over here, very blinky, like that. Like an aeroplane, and I like that. That's quite wonderful. Also got gun rests on the main gun. So these are very big rail guns, so that is mimicked, damn it. So if you do this, and I pause it, you'll see that these are essentially gun rests, and so they don't rotate with the barrel, but like, yeah, that's just where the thing sits, so to speak, and I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna steal that idea as well, because I think that idea is cool. And it's also got text here, there, and everywhere. So stealth concepts, I guess, is like the original, like, I guess, manufacturer that Senna is going with. And yeah, there's a landing pad. It's a pity there's no sub-vehicle here on this landing pad, but that's okay. That's okay, doesn't need it. And there's quotes. If I've seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. So I think, if I had to guess, that Senna is basically giving credit where credit's due to all the people that they have learned from. So, groovy. And like, I should stick quotes on my vehicles as well. This is what it is I love about doing Weird and Wonderful, is that when you pull up a design and it just makes you want to do stuff, you're like, oh, I want to do that too, that's so cool, that's so interesting, that's so clever, or that's so cute, or just, you know, general positivity. So yeah, extra quotes, the great filter with a 3 in it, because as we all know, replacing the E with 3 is cool. That's what television taught me, and right there, and oh yeah, if you can read this, it means you're on the receiving end of the guns. And so speaking of weapons, this is, I did mention this thing was meta, and this is explicitly described as being designed to take on in-game godly craft, like the Scarlet Dawn Crucible, like the Steel Strider's Megalodon, and just stuff like that, and that's one of the reasons it caught my eye, and is actually going to be featured, well, it is being featured in this episode of Weird and Wonderful, because this is a Megalodon killer, and is quite good at it. So, let's talk about the weapons for a hot second. So it's got these 8 railguns, and octuple railguns is already something worth mentioning. It's pretty darn good Tetris as well. This seems pretty space efficient. It's got ejectors as well. Always respect an APS gunsmith who can somehow manage to work ejectors into here, even though I believe these are pure kinetic shells and they don't really explode. So, can I actually... Alright, so here we are. So they're hefty, chunky railguns. They do full damage to heavy armor, 20,000 kinetic damage. So sabot heads, solid warhead bodies, stabilizer fins, supercavitation bases. So yes, they can hit things on the water. They go over 1,400 meters per second. What's the rate of fire on one of these things? This is, rate of fire is 19.1 rounds per minute, so satisfying rate of fire. Yeah, and there's 8 of them, so that is a lot of ducka. Satisfying kablooey. And yeah, we've already mentioned the missiles, so these are remote-guided explosive thumper heads that do a lot of damage. These things really friggin' hurt, and I found out the hard way that if your submarines don't dive deep enough, these can actually hit them. So they can actually, just because of how they move and how fast they are, and the fact that they're lure guided, they'll go straight for you, and they can hit you. Even if you're quite a way below the surface of the water. Same with these guys over here. These are just, you know, lure-guided thumperheads. I keep wanting to say remote guidance because I keep forgetting that lure is a thing. But, yeah, so, like, same thing. These things also really hurt. How much health do these things have? These, 360 health, which is a lot for small missiles, actually. What else? So, oh yeah, there's a... like, you can't see it because of all the stuff, but yeah, there is a honking big particle cannon system in here. Here it is. And are these mounted on turrets? No, they're not. What's happening here? What's happening here? Where is your local weapon controller? Not controlled by AI? How was it? How... I'm sorry, what? But this thing fires. They fire. What? Is that... Okay, wow, I didn't know that before. How the hell? There's no way. There's no freaking way. There's no way. Did they manage to rig? I don't know. Those particle... Hang on, I will show you. I will freaking show you. Alright, let's... Crossbones. Those particle cannons fire, but they're not controlled by local weapon controllers. What? There they go, what the hell? Oh yeah, and the thing's... Did I mention this thing is fast? It backpedals. It... What is the top speed of this thing? Well yeah, it backpedals at over 80 meters per second. It goes to about 3,000 meters away. So yeah, quite hard to hit. It fights at long range. How the hell did those things fire? Oh, I know. Oh, you genius, Senna. It's because this thing is breadboard based. And, the thing points straight at the target. It points straight at the target and it just sprays particle cannons out in front of it. Oh my god! Oh my god! There's gotta be an ACB thing here. So, enemy, within, health, altitude, enemy, no enemy. Where is it? Okay, no, that's controlling that. Okay, that's all controlling particle cannons, but what fires them? Is it the lure box firing those things? Because that's bloody cheeky. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. How? How? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't fire very confused. I'm very confused. Like, I don't understand, like... I thought the lure and the breadboard was already going to be wacky enough, but, like, these particle cannons don't have local weapon controllers. They don't appear to be fired via AC... Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, they're named particle cannon. They're named pack. I should have investigated this beforehand, but I never would have assumed that you could fire weapons like that, and so accurately. What the balls? What? Between... What fires them? What fires them? What fires them? Wait a minute. Activate... His health is within... And activate complex control key U. Alright. Will fire weapons. Sonar, MCM, ECM, ECM. Wow, I'm stumped, guys. I have no idea. I have no idea how Senna managed that. I have absolutely no idea at all. So I'm gonna move on to this thing's armor. It's a front-sider, pure and simple, because I've never seen so much heavy. Oh yeah, so these glass things, they're all decorations. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing a layer of alloy. Yeah, one spaced heavy armor here. And then just lots and lots of heavy armor. This thing is very immune to being punched in the face, shall we say. And it's just got these little holes for the particle cannons to poke through, and somehow they fire. Sorry, I'm still hung up on that. How? Frickin' how, bro? Like, what? What actually? Synchronization, stats. What? How? How? Like, how? Guys, help! I don't understand. Oh, well, there's other things to talk about. Good luck hitting this thing with radar-guarded missiles, because it has huge decoys that it just constantly flings out. But yeah, so, been prattling on for long enough. Let's pet this bad boy against a Megalodon. So, over here, spawning in the Megalodon. Over there, and I'm going to turn off. Oops. Alright, so immediately, you'll see that the thing just took a whole volley from the Megalodon, and presumably that's what all the heavy armor's for, is just so it can do exactly that. And, you already notice that the Megalodon is actually at 100% health. Interesting. Wait a minute, where did that go? That went somewhere. Yeah, those big shells are no joke. Where did that go? That went pretty deep. Okay, seriously, how do those particle cannons fire? I do not understand. This thing's also a bit of a repair monster as well, I should mention. It's got a lot of repair bots and is not afraid to use them. See here, Megalodon. That actually think, like, I guess it is a bit cheesy. This whole thing's cheesy. It's using friggin' lure for crying out loud. Now it's launching lure-guided missiles. Wonder how these things will play with the missile update. Interesting. Has it launched them yet? This is a way more even fight than I was expecting. Interesting. Oh, there they go. There they go. Here's one. Actually, never mind. Now the Megalodon's copying it, so... Alright, let's see what this lure-guided thing does. I think it goes... Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. The interceptors on the Megalodon are actually destroying those. Interesting, interesting. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, hello. Some of them are getting in. Well, that wasn't the curb stomping I was expecting. But you can probably... Well, the Megalodon's missiles aren't doing much either, so... Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. Also, those particle cannons aren't doing anything either. What's happening over there? To be fair, Senna does say that you should spawn this thing about 3,000 meters away, so I was a little naughty and spawned it in quite close. It's doing pretty good, though. Also, the fact that those things aren't firing is very interesting. Why are you not firing? You should fire more. Like, way more. Like, these things are huge. And they have a lot of health. They should be able to hack it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. There you go. What was happening before? There we go. There's a missile doing its thing, and not much. I think, actually, that the missile damage update has hindered this thing a little bit. Although, oh wait, that's a... I think the particle cannon is set to piercing at the moment. Where's the particle cannon again? It's in here somewhere. It's set to piercing. Yep, that's putting holes straight to the Megalodon. That's how things are happening. And now the missiles are landing. Interesting, interesting. How much does the Great Filter cost again? It costs 2 million materials, and the Megalodon costs slightly less than that. Alright, so it outprices the Megalodon as well. That's interesting, interesting. Still a very good build. I would only be able to build something like this once I don't know, actually learned how to breadboard and lure. And I have no idea when that's going to happen, if ever. If ever. Yeah, I think the Megalodon's engines have gotten shot at some point. For some reason. Yep. Let's track some holes. Yeah, there's you can see there's some nice holes being put. Oh my goodness, it's reaching all the way through to the AI compartment. So, yeah, so this is the Great Filter, ladies and gentlemen. Great indeed. I should show you actually the repair bots it has. It has a lot of them. Pretty much, how have I managed to counter this thing? I have it, is the, none of my designs can beat this, even if it's like, I give them wholly unfair advantages, like spawning them literally straight on top of, or just underneath it. And yet, this is all repair bots. This is all repair bots, baby. I should actually do a combat test with this without the repair bots and see how well it does. Come on, you gotta kill that Meg. You gotta kill that Meg. As I said before, like, Senna does say that you should spawn the Great Filter 3,000 meters away from whatever it's fighting, because that's the range it's supposed to fight at. So I was a little mean in spawning it at about half that, but she is managing it. She got her face blown off a little bit, but she's hacking it quite nicely. Yeah, you see, when you see conga line... Oh my goodness. When you see conga lines of blocks fall away like that, yeah, that's a sign that it's penetrating pretty deeply. You can stop that now. So yeah, that repairs very, very fast. Which is annoying if you're fighting it, but yeah, it's just, honestly, if you want to play the game with, like, huge amounts of repair bots, like, all the more power to you. It literally eats my... Jeez, this thing burns through materials fast. It's almost as bad as... And I'm amazed at how consistently these radar decoys work, because even things with signal processors have a real hard time with them. Whoa, what happened there? Wow, one of the railguns got hit. Does not seem to have slowed it down in the least, though. Can't even tell which one got hit. Yeah, damn. So yeah, like, do I like this vehicle? And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do. Simply because, like, I don't know. It's one of those moments where you're playing from the depths, or I guess this applies to any kind of skill, I guess. You are just pottering away, doing your thing, and you're doing okay, but every so often you just look up and see what people are doing and go like, wow, I have so much more to learn. And yeah, admittedly, this kind of craft is really not my playstyle at all. I don't know what my playstyle is really, but it's not stuff like this, if nothing else, because I don't make flying bricks. So yeah, like, yeah, the Great Filter. I'm not sure why it's called that. I guess because it's like a filter for all, like, kinds of godly stuff. Honestly, making those thumpers pure kinetic might be a good move. They might do more damage. They might very well do more damage if you do that. Look at me now saying, like, oh, I'm so humbled by this thing, and then immediately giving advice for it. Heh. Classy, BorderWise. Very classy. Right, so the Megalodon basically cannot fight back at all right now, so that's pretty much it for the filter. Like, what else can we see in here? You'll notice multiple things. It's weird. Like, I guess the most complicated bit of this thing is the lure and the breadboard, because it's weirdly simple. Like, apart from the things that completely baffle me, it's got these big steam turbines in here. What else has it got? It's got ammo compartments here with heavy armor separation. So it's got heavy armor beams in between them. Lots of resource storage. It's got a lot of fuel because it runs off ejector engines. And presumably just to power, what's it forward area? Yeah, it's, all these ring shields are affecting the front block. So, those heavy armor blocks in the front have plus 14 armor. So, yeah. No expense was spared in making this thing's face bulletproof. So, yeah. The Great Filter by Senna. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Senna? Senna? I don't know. If I'm probably butchering that, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's about as meta as you can get, but I kind of like it. Somebody please tell me how those particle cannons are being fired when I can't find the ACB that does that, and they don't have local weapon controls, because that is going to drive me nuts. It's going to drive me nuts, I tell you. So on that nutty note, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters, and thank you, Senna, for making this thing. This is a truly weird and wonderful beast of a craft. And I'll see you next time in From the Depths, Weird and Wonderful. Farewell.